6 of my 8 children have actually come to me through foster care, guardianship, adoption. So I'm Dusty Stark, and we are founders of Fostering Bridges. Fostering Bridges is a Christ-centered nonprofit in East Texas. We focus on really creating awareness of the needs of foster children and those awaiting for adoption, and mobilizing the community to be involved.
Hi, my name is Amy Bobbitt. I am the foster home developer for Methodist Children's Home in Tyler, Texas. 50% of foster families stop fostering within the first year after they had their first placement. So it is extremely important for foster families to feel the support of people around them.
John Morse.
Jana Morse. You could have said we're John and Jana Morse.
I would do it again then. We're John and Jana Morse.
So our journey with adoption and foster care started probably about 5 years into our marriage, when it was time to start thinking about how you start a family. And it became evident to us that God had a different plan for us.
I'm Ben Casey, and this is my wife Emily. And we first got into the foster world about 2 years ago for the first time.
What really led me into foster care is that my sister actually entered into foster care. In childhood, I was raised by grandparents, so I've been that child that received care from people outside of my birth parents, so I can understand it from that end.
It's honestly something that's been on my heart for a long time, and we had 2 kids that came and stayed with us last March, and part of the babysitting thing, they were just with us for a weekend, and it was kind of during that time we felt like, hey, maybe we could do this, and now we're licensed foster parents for the first time.
Once someone wants to adopt you, it feels great because then you have a family.
I think it's very important that we realize that support can come in many different ways. But the number one way for us was just somebody to listen to us.
If they feel supported, that is going to set them up for success for that child and for their family.
You opening up your home to fostering, no matter if your home is too small or your life is too crazy or whatever it is, you'd be providing a home that's much better than the home the kids are coming from.
We started actually in an apartment, so there's a lot of those sorts of ideas, like I have to have a big home, I have to, make a certain amount of money. I just want to encourage you, you don't go backwards. It's not like this extra burden, oh my goodness. You just have to have a heart for it.
If this life is not our own and our bodies are not our own, like if we're here to serve Christ, then that's like a whole call in the family. I think just like getting to partner with God and what He has for your family.
It's really just incredible, the people that you get to meet, the families that are built, and the impact that you have.
I mean, it's as simple as checking in with someone once a week, praying for them, bringing a meal by. Maybe it's inviting them over to your home.
I wouldn't have really got to go to church or learn about God, since I was born in not a Christian house, so it really affected me by letting me get baptized and letting me get to know God.
One of the things that's been such a blessing for our family to watch is seeing our children catch the heart of God to love vulnerable children unconditionally.
So whenever a child in Cherokee County is removed from their home, if there's not a foster home here, they have to be sent to a foster home outside of the county. That would mean that they leave their schools, so they're completely removed from everything that they know.
I think we have been drawn to kinship placement is you get to minister to not only the child that's in your home, but also their family. You are in the trenches with them, helping them make steps towards reunification while still having the child's best interest.
Some people feel called to foster or to adopt, where others just want to come alongside and help babysit or buy things that might be needed. But every person has a role, and that's the beauty of this, is that there really is a role for every person in our community.
In foster families, there's a very high turnover, which is another reason we need to come support them. We need to show up for them in any way that we can.
Show up!
Show up.
Show up.
Show up.
Show up.